Hi, welcome to RAW, the Riverside Arts Weekend. Today is Saturday, May 19th. It's 2012. My name is Jennifer Joan Taylor, and I'm going to welcome you and show you around, and we're going to look at art and meet the artists. We're going to listen to the music, and we're going to smell the delicious food, even see a fashion show later on. So thanks for being here. I'm at the Riverside Arts Weekend Fair. What are you doing here?
Hi, I'm one of the artists here. Nice to meet you.
Oh, well, let's find out what your name is. Bye. Bye. These are fantastic. Maybe not for today. It's a little bit hot, but these are so beautiful and comfortable, too. These are the hands and the handiwork of Denise Handworker.
Hello there.
Denise, tell us a little bit about yourself.
I recycle old sweaters. So all of these used to be old sweaters. So like, for example, this one used to be 2 different sweaters. This one that you're wearing is 1 different sweater. And I wash them in a washing machine to felt them, and then I cut them apart and sew them back together.
I buy white silk, stretch on the frame, and professional paint for silk, and with brush I paint it.
So these are all made of silk?
Dyeing. This is hand painting.
Oh, so you hand paint these. They're very beautiful. And you sew them as well?
Yes, and from beginning to finish, it's my work.
Well, I'm standing here with Mary Hager, but I'm feeling a little buggy. And a little froggy. These wonderful little creatures are made by Mary Hager. We're in her booth, and we're going to talk to her a little bit about how she makes these guys. Hi, Mary.
Hi. It's mixed media, so I start with a wood and wire armature, and then I put the modeling compound over the top. I press the texture in and then paint it with acrylics.
I love his little face. Can you come in and see this cute little face? Whoa.
And I paint the eyes on them.
Oh, a prince. Yeah. And you paint the eyes too?
Yeah, it's flat on the back, so I paint the black, and then I paint the gold and then the red around them. So.
What kind of material is this?
It's actually Crayola Model Magic. So it's a kid's clay, so I get to play with kids' clay.
I think that sounds like a nice way to spend your day. Well, we're at Carrie Rolowitz's booth. Carrie is one of this weekend's artists, so let's talk to her a little bit about her very colorful drawings. Hi, Carrie. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. Did you want to tell us a little bit about this drawing? Is it a drawing or is it a painting?
They all start as a pencil drawing where I just scribble for a while and then I pull the images out from there. And I use oil pastel and colored pencil and oil painting mediums.
Who is this?
Oh, I don't know. It's just who came out of the lines.
You know, there are days when you just feel like this. Sweet and soft and pretty and life is good. And then there are other days when you might feel a little bit more like this. On a hot, muggy day, that's maybe how I feel right now. Not really. I'm feeling great. We're having a great day today at the Riverside Arts Weekend, and one of the artists we're going to talk to you about right now is named Kevin Lovick, and he's here to talk a little bit about his art. Can you tell us a little bit about your work?
Sure. Well, this stuff that you started with, I started doing those when my son was a real little guy, like 4 years old, and he would make these crazy amoeba drawings, and I was just so taken with them, I started to kind of do them too. He's 24 years old and a Marine now, but he's grown up a little bit, but I haven't. I'm still doing them, so they're a lot of fun,
What medium do you use?
I work in acrylic and oil, so I put down base coats in acrylic, and I actually draw with acrylic paint, and then when that all dries, I work with oils on top of it to add color and depth.
I can see you've got a lot of depth, almost a dimensional quality to the pieces.
I think I probably will end up being a sculptor at some point because I just keep adding more and more things. But I do like that. I like sculptural kind of elements in painting.
Oh, hello. I'm just having a little cup of tea this afternoon with Mr. John Putnam of Putnam Designs. These are his gorgeous pots, and we're going to talk with him a little bit about what he does and how he does it. Would you like to tell us a little bit about your pots?
Sure, I do some porcelain work. Here's an example, which is actually an Australian porcelain called Southern Ice, and you can hear there's a very dense porcelain, and I do brush painting on it with shellac, and then go over it with a sponge, and I get the painting in relief. So these are actually my paintings cast in stone. And I've been doing Chinese brush painting for many years, and it's kind of spilled over into the ceramics.
I was going to say the bowl has a very sort of Asian feel to it.
Which I like, you know, I mean.
I like very much too. Okay, I am crazy about this piece. And I'm pretty darn sure they're just going to give it to me for being so sweet.
Exactly.
So do you actually put this piece together?
I don't, he does. My thing, and that's really what a lot of my focus was this year, my thing isn't to make beads. That to me is like, oh. So I talked to the bead makers, someone such as this. The person, for example, who blew this glass bead and said, doesn't it bother you that your art now becomes mine? And they said, if I thought about making it, it would make me crazy.
But you put these all together.
Exactly. So I buy from an artist who can now sustain themselves, and then I create a piece, the final product. If I didn't buy from them, we wouldn't have a final product. So it's kind of like an American thing.
You know how sometimes it's difficult to find that special little something for that special person because they've got everything already and you just don't know what to get them? Ronis Ora has the answer, and here she is to tell us more about her business called Life Maps.
Yes, I started it a long time ago when I was a school teacher, and I was doing mapping with my students, and I started doing them as gifts for my friends when I didn't know what to get them. So I would celebrate their life by telling it as features on a map. So I work with people that are looking for a special gift for a special person for a special occasion, and I interview you to find out about the person and try to find their little quirky personality traits so that I can capture them as the unique individual they are. This is a really cute example. This was for a guy who was turning 80, and he'd been a lifeguard in his youth and still loved to go to the beach. And I asked his daughter, is there anything funny that your dad says? And she said, when I was a kid, we had a fire at our house, and my dad arrived home just as the fire department was leaving, and he walked in the house and said to my mom, "Oh, am I too late with the marshmallows?" Which I thought was very funny. So I'd captured it here as the House Fire Film Fest, and that's the title. Am I too late with the
That's hysterical. It couldn't be a more beautiful day today. We've got food and drinks and art and music, lots of music. And here to tell us a little bit about what she does is Patricia Gill, who will tell us a little bit more about what she's got going on today.
Hello, my name is Patricia Gill. I'm the orchestra director in Riverside District 96. Today we had our junior high students here, our 7th and 8th grade Hauser students, but we also have a 6th grade orchestra and a 5th grade orchestra.
We are having the best possible day ever at the Riverside Arts Weekend today. It's May 19th, 2012, and I have with me the queen of everything. She does everything, and she never complains once. This is Miss Jean Sussman.
She's not exactly telling the truth, but I do appreciate that. And I want to thank everybody for coming to the Arts Fair. This is our 5th year. It's actually the biggest year ever. I want to thank all our volunteers, and I'll talk about them in a moment. And I want to thank the Riverside Arts Center, which is having a large fundraiser tonight. Jennifer's associated with that. And also the Frederick Law Olmsted Society, which is having a house walk. Their biannual house tour is Sunday, tomorrow afternoon. And of course, these lovely gentlemen who are filming us right now. The Arts Fair this year had about 18 volunteers at any one time working on it.
Wow.
We have people committed to the performances. We have 2 solid days of performers who are doing it without any kind of compensation. We have people from the local schools. We have rock and roll bands. I don't know if you guys would think they're actually rock and roll, but they say they're rock and roll. We have the Navy Band. We have acoustic guitar. We have dancers. So that's 2 full days. We have people who have been working on making sure we have enough volunteers to work on this. In back of us right now is Heather Plaza Manning, who helped organize almost by herself all the juried artists who are here. We have a gentleman who's a professional photographer, Glenn Geisler, who did all of our ads, both online and print ads. We have Mike Aida, who is not really a sound man by profession, but he is a musician, and he has spent 2 days here at the fair making sure that all the performances go smoothly. I want to thank the village. I'd like to thank, as I said, the Riverside Arts Center, the people who are doing the arts fair, the fashion show from Dominican University, Jane Arvis and Aberdeen Osga. I think that just about covers it.
Well, you know, there's probably somebody who are always missing, but you can't do something like this without a boatload of volunteers, and you can never say thank you enough to the people who do take the time out of their busy lives to help volunteers. So thank you, Jean Sussman, so much. Okay, looking forward to it. Well, this was just an absolutely beautiful weekend with so many artists and vendors, and thanks to all the volunteers and all the people who've come out today. We hope you have a wonderful weekend. This was Raw Riverside Arts Weekend, May 19th, 2012. My name's Jennifer Joan Taylor. Thank you.